First of all, I'm gonna ask for forgiveness for working on the Sabbath. And I'm having a heck of a time today resting. So as you know, there's been a number of crazy things happening today. Currently, there's still a hostage situation going on in Texas at a synagogue, and as well as a woman was pushed off a subway platform in New York City today, and that is what I want to talk about. So if you're unaware of what happened, here is the article. I'll link it down in the description of the video. It says, woman dies after being pushed onto subway tracks in Times Square. And it just basically says here, the police said the woman was shoved in front of an R train as it approached a 42nd Street station in Manhattan on Saturday morning. It says a woman was killed on Saturday morning after she was pushed in front of an oncoming subway train at the Times Square station, the police said. Woman was standing on the platform around 9:30 a.m. waiting for the train to arrive at the station at 42nd Street in Manhattan, the police said. As a Brooklyn-bound R train pulled into the station, she was pushed onto the tracks and struck by it. She died at the scene, the police said. Her name was not immediately released, and to my knowledge, they still have not released that name, pending notification of the family. Says here, officers took a man who they said may be homeless into custody shortly afterward, and he was still being questioned around 11 a.m., the police said. A second man was also being interviewed, the police said. So, I want to talk about this. We're sitting here, and I've got our TV on, and I believe it's called News Now or something like that. I don't know. It's a streaming news channel that we get on our Roku TV. And I turned it on to watch live coverage of what's going on in Texas, and then they brought in a live press conference out of New York City in which Mayor Adams and a host of other people are there basically pushing their political agendas. Now, here's the thing. Okay, I get the things that they're pushing, and I actually back a lot of the things that they're pushing. You know, we need to start helping the mentally ill. We need to start helping the homeless better than what we have been. I firmly support that. But what I don't support is using this platform, no pun intended, in order to push agenda, and that's what they're doing. So let me tell you the difference between pushing agenda and actually giving useful information to people. Now, noted, I have never lived in New York City, nor would I. I have never been on a subway train in my entire life. Probably wouldn't do that either. But there are some common sense things that people can do to avoid this particular situation. None of which is being said by the mayor or the police or anybody up there standing at this press conference, because all they're doing is talking about how they are going to fix the problem. Ladies and gentlemen, they can't fix the problem. There is nobody, there is no man or woman that could jump in time to save you if somebody on the spur of a moment runs up behind you and pushes you in front of an oncoming train. It's just not possible. It's not feasible. So I'm going to do my best here to give those individuals that do use subway trains and whatnot for transportation, instead of telling you about how they're going to fix it, they're going to take care of the problem, they're going to do it all, it's all in their hands. Now, let's give you some common sense advice. Number one, always stay vigilant. Always. Number two, don't walk up to the edge of the platform. Step back, stay away, wait until the train comes up, makes its complete stop, and then approach the edge of the platform. Common sense, simple advice that everybody could use. None of which has been said even once at this press conference. So that's really all I had to say. The link to the article will be in the description. We're still watching to see what transpires down in Texas. And, man, I'll tell you what, it's becoming more and more clear every day what time it is. Shalom.